Hi, so my name is Taylor Howenstein, and to me, an expression of Indigenous sovereignty is any form of display that preaches a message productive to the efforts of Indigenous peoples obtaining equality, fairness, and respect. The form of display can be a protest, artwork, or speech, or generally anything that is productive to getting their point across. And the picture I chose for an expression of Indigenous sovereignty is when 25 Oneida or Oneida Nation members and other Native Americans who work at the Oneida Nation protested on the steps of City Hall in New York. This is where they called out City Mayor Michael Bloomberg to apologize for racially insensitive remarks he made on John Gambling's August 13th radio show, which is completely understanding. This is, as I understand it, an expression of Indigenous sovereignty because they want justice for what was said, and what was said uh, had to do with the collection of sales tax on cigarettes sold on Indian reservations, and his advice on the subject was, quote, "Get yourself a cowboy hat and a shotgun and enforce the law," end quote. So obviously, this is an insensitive comment made towards, as we know, Native Americans, and specifically the Oneida Nations took it upon themselves to stand up for this and express sovereignty for what they believed was right. And one of the things that I mentioned earlier was respect. And you can see that a recurring theme in their posters is respect. Respect for their culture, respect for their treaties, respect for all the things that society, not all society, but a major part of society, including their mayor, are insensitive towards. And people who don't believe this movement has any prevalence or that they're just out there just holding up signs for no reason, uh, why do we see this? Why do we see a mayor who is supposed to be a leader, supposed to be a beacon of society, someone who's supposed to do things for the people that are in that society that he is in charge of, relatively, and we see him making these insensitive comments. And for us to look at these signs and not take this time to understand it, you really have to wonder, like, am I being insensitive towards what they're trying to do? And all they're trying to do is express their sovereignty for their culture. They want respect. They want uh, to be known as this, not just known for their past history that is due to colonialism. And this isn't just to be propaganda for a greater purpose. It's just what they believe is right, and it's an expression of Indigenous sovereignty. They want respect for being wronged. They want notification of what they're doing. They want to be seen as however they believe they are meant to be seen. And whether it's respect or um, they want to go out and they want to protest for being acknowledged as a certain way. These are all forms that I believe to be Indigenous sovereignty acts, and we need to, as society, take that for what it is, not just brush it off, not just be like, oh, the mayor, he just slipped up, and these people who are defending him, or these people that believe that this movement is invalid, they need to wake up and realize that these people are here for a reason, and they're not just here just for the hell of it. They're here to make an impact. They're here to protest. They're here to represent themselves in a way that they want to be represented. And if you're someone who is not understandable or understanding their cause, or you're not, or you believe that the cause is invalid, then you're being insensitive towards the topic, just like the mayor was. And the thing that I can say is that we need to be more understanding, and we need to be on the side of how do we respect their culture? How do we make these changes so Indigenous sovereignty isn't just a one sentence conversation and we actually make something out of it?